and a major city yet to be determined in Russia.
Travis Wayne Goodsell. So I'm guessing those of you who watch the news have heard that the President of the United States of America has declared Putin a war criminal. He said that last night, or yesterday, after after listening with Congress to President Zelensky speak to Congress. And I covered it in a video. It was a long one, so it was at the end, near the end, or something like that. And so you may not have heard it, but let me review it again for you, for how significant it is for President Biden to declare Putin a war criminal. As the UN Council, or International Council, ICC, has likewise declared Putin a war criminal, and that he needs to cease all invasion activities immediately, as he will veto it, and blah blah blah. Nonetheless, it is huge. Technically, America is not at war until Congress declares war. Only they can declare war. But as the President of the United States of America has declared Putin a war criminal, it carries a significant amount of weight, as Putin is not waging war against America, but Biden is now claiming that it is an official war of Putin against Ukraine. And so what this means is that they're going to continue to find more people to sanction in this regard who are aiding and abetting Putin. Biden will be going to talk with the Chinese president tomorrow, as the Chinese president wants to support militarily Putin, and Biden has said, don't you dare. Now they're going to be talking tomorrow. Syria has announced that they will be giving 40,000 mercenaries to Putin. Belarus has already been helping Putin militarily. Who else? Hungary was saying they didn't want any allies to pass over their country to get into Ukraine to fight Russia. Can't remember who else. But anyway. So remember, Ezekiel 38, and I've been doing this for you the whole time with this war. I've been doing it in advance when I exposed that that's what the church was doing when they announced in Nelson's solemn assembly a temple yet to be determined in a major city in Russia. That whole thing was premeditatively planned to start the war in Ukraine. And the church has exposed that they aren't innocent and naive, and that they purposely knew and premeditatively gave the money to Putin to start this war, and are involved in profiting off of the war through the stocks. Done those videos for you. As they are only giving minimal aid, less than $1 for each Ukrainian refugee. They are retaining the gift, if you remember that video. And so, yeah, as the video or the topic of the title of the video and the thumbnail I'll eventually come up with, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are now aiding and abetting Putin, having supplied the money in advance for the war for a prearranged business deal so that the church can have Deseret. The church is the equivalent of war criminals. Swallowed wrong. And so, even though they're not technically seditious, because Putin is not attacking the United States, because Biden has acknowledged now that the Ukrainian war is an actual war and Putin is the war criminal, that allows for more sanctioning. And it exposes the church as war criminals, working hand in hand with Putin, even though they're the financier of the operation. When you investigate crime, everybody who plays a part in the conspiracy are criminals, equally charged for war crimes. What is the punishment for war crimes? Anybody remember Saddam Hussein? I know about that. My cousin Darren was one of the billion judges prosecuting him. It was one of the military judges. He was a JAG or in JAG or something like JAG, similar to JAG, regardless of whether JAG is JAG or for the whole thing or whatever. I never saw JAG, I just know of it. I know that it's the legal side of it. And so, yeah, the war crimes of Saddam Hussein hits in within 7 degrees of separation for me. And I'm sure Kevin Bacon is in there somewhere. But yeah, the church is busted. If we can only get the federal government to listen to each and every single tip, document, evidence, and money trail that I've given them. But this is huge. Church is going down, and it is announced for Purim, even though no new star. Very disappointed. Can't we just force science to do our will? And so, yeah, don't go to conference. It's a trap. They're trying to murder you now.